Alright, first one, we have markings. It is only marked on the sides, which means that all four sides are the same length. Now, this number right here, number 5, also has all four sides marked. Which one is a square? Which one? 5 is the square. How did you know that?
Because it's all, yeah, what is it? It's all equal and it's all right angles.
And right angles. We have to have the right angles to have a square. This one is called a rhombus. It's almost a square, but it's missing the 90-degree angles in the corner. Okay, which other one? Let's see. This other similar ones would be, I have these marked, and these two opposite sides. This one kind of looks the same, but it has arrows. It's like a... Does anybody know what number 3 is with the right angles in it? Good. Rectangle. Now, if you have a rectangle, but the angles are not 90, it's been shifted, it is called a parallelogram. Parallelogram. It's kind of fun to say. Seven has these little arrows with the mark on equal sides. This one only has the arrows. Seven is identified as isosceles, trapezoid. Have you heard of an isosceles triangle? Why is it an isosceles triangle? 2 equal sides. This one is an isosceles because of the 2 congruent sides. The trapezoid comes from those arrows, the 2 parallel. What would 8 be called if it only has the arrows? Trapezoid. It's not an isosceles, it's just plain old trapezoid. This one has 2 markers, 1 and 1. It looks like its name. Kite. Yeah, kite. A kite. And when there are no markers, number 2 doesn't have anything marked on it. It almost looks like a kite, but does it have the markings of a kite? It doesn't have the markings of a kite. This will be called a quadrilateral. Does anyone remember what quad means? What is it? 4. It's like a 4-wheeler. They call it quad sometimes. 4 sides. That's all we know. Just 4 sides. 4-sided shape. So when you get to your assignment and they give you points, you're going to graph them. So -5, 0. Then I have +1 down 4. +5 up 2. And -1 up 6. Who wants to take a guess at what shape it is? And then we'll prove to make sure you're right. What does it look like? A square? Okay, let's check. If I check it, I'm just going to look at the slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you notice?
Equal distance.
They are equal in distance because they both have a 6 and a 4. So if I were to find the distance, I'm just going to use the calculator. 6 squared plus 4 squared is 52. Each side equals the square root of 52. They're all the same distance. I don't have to do that on my assignment. But if these are all the same distance, the slopes, and these make, so these are all equal, and the lines are perpendicular, it makes a square. Your guess was good. On the right, I have over 1, up 1. Then I have 0, up 5. 4's up 4. And 5 is at 0. Bless you. What's your guess? Just take a guess, and then we'll check. Rectangles have to have 90 degrees. So to guess this is a rectangle wouldn't work because the 90 degrees. A rhombus? It kind of looks like a rhombus. It's bluish. Or it could be a, we don't know yet. It's one or the other. Let's see which one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's also a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you know about all of the sides if they share a 4 and a 1 for all the way around? The distances are going to all be the same, which means is it a rhombus or a parallelogram? Rhombus. Rhombus has all the same sides. How do we feel about those? Like plotting the points and checking? Are you okay if we skip the other 3?
Wait, hold on. No, I need one more example.
Okay, let's do it. So bottom, this left one. I'm gonna plot 3, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 7. There's A. Then I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 is down 1. 3 is down 1. How did you know? There are reasons why you said rectangle.
Because it's Oh, sets of two lines,
Sets of two
parallel
lines.
lines,
Okay.
and then yeah, it's big, it's wide.
There's
Two
one other
sets of two
thing.
different.
Two sets of two different equal sides, congruent sides. There's one other thing a rectangle has to be identified as a rectangle. What is it?
Right angles.
Right angles.
I
Right angles. They make right angles, rectangle. Huh? Good. Do you want to do another one?
wait. Well, what does that even like? Why? How did you get square root of 50?
The 52?
Yeah.
That's just if I wanted to find the distance. Let's do this next one and I'll show you why it might happen.
Like on the homework, it's gonna ask for the distance.
No.
We're just plotting.
You're just plotting the points on scratch paper or on your calculator and then clicking the name.
Really?
You just have to pick the name.
So I don't know about anyone else, but I'm behind in homework.
Yeah.
So is that how it is? It was last homework like that?
No, that one you had to do algebra. We're gonna do it on the next page actually,
Oh, okay.
for yesterday's.
Okay.
We'll do more like them. Yeah. And if you're behind, we can go over more questions after notes on the board. I'll just pull the assignments up and we'll go through some. Alright, let's just do the last two. -2 up 3. 4 up 3. +2 down 2. -4 down 2. Okay. I'm going to check the pattern for the distance. 5 by 2. Five by 2. This one is just 6 flat. Now, if this happens, and I want to check if this is a 6, I would just plug in 5 squared plus 2 squared. That gives me 29, and square root it. Is the square root of 29 a 6? No, it's not 6. So this is actually a different size than these two. So which shape up here has different size lengths, but looks like it almost looks like a square, but it's funny. Parallelogram. What's up? Why are you laughing? Is it too easy? That's why I did the little root, the square root, because when you get whole numbers, it's nice to check and see if they are the same distance. -1 up 3. +3 up 6. +8 up 6. +4 up 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That flat line is 5. This flat line is 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to check what 3 squared plus 4 squared is. That's 25. What's the square root of 25? 5. This one actually matches. What happens when they're all 5s around it? Rhombus. So the difference from a parallelogram is the sides do not match. Rhombus, all sides match. Would anybody like flashcards for the vocabulary? Alright, if you want flashcards for the vocabulary so you can practice, I have some up front that I can grab you if you want. Turn the page. Given the perimeter of a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means we do not know. There's no specific shape. They're all different sized. I'm always really bad at this because they end up looking like kites. So quadrilateral, one of the sides is a 4. One is a 4x. One is a 14, and one is a 2x plus 4. So to set up, I'm going to write 4 plus 4x plus 14 plus 2x plus 4 equals 40. Who knows why I did that? I did 4 plus 4x plus 14 plus 2x plus 4 around the quadrilateral, and I equaled it to 40. What's perimeter? The lengths all the way around added up together. I added all of the lengths together around my shape and equaled it to its perimeter. How many x's are there? If I have 4 and a plus 2. It's not 2, it is 6. Why is it 6? Plus 4 and a plus 2, they're already on the same side of the equal sign. So I just add them together. 4 plus 2 is 6 x's. What is 4 plus 14? 18 plus another 4. 18. Alright, so we are good to solve now. How do I get x alone? Whoops. Subtract the 22. Divide by that 6, and x is equal to 3. Good. How do I fill in the other ones? What do they mean when they say AD? AD. Distance between A and D? I can either use this, or I can use my written out form. You can pick. What happens when you plug a 3 in? 2 times 3 is 6. B to C. Okay. B to C is right here. What happens when I plug a 3 in? 4 times 3 is 12. Questions? Next one is a kite. Yay, we like kites. The top two segments that are short are 3x minus 5 and 2x minus 17. The long sides are 49 and y minus 3 squared. What can I do with segments that are the same size? What can I say about 3x minus 5 and the 2x minus 17 if they're the same size? They are equal to each other. Let's solve it. I'm going to minus this 2x. That leaves me with 1x minus 5 equals, that's gone, a negative 17. Then we add that 5 over. X is equal to negative 12. What about the bottom? What happens when they're the same size? We're going to set them equal again. This one is going to push you. Who remembers how to get rid of the little 2? Square root it. Yeah, good job. Now, when I square root this 49, I'm solving for a specific letter. Do you remember how when we were doing distance, we did not need a plus or minus? When we're solving this, we need to write it as a plus or a minus. Square root of 49 is a positive 7 or a negative 7. Add the 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a 10. I put a little comma. Negative 7 plus 3. 7, 6, 5, 4. Negative 4.
Does it matter if you put the negative 4 first?
Nope. Doesn't matter. You can pick which one you want first. A parallelogram has a perimeter of 68 inches. I'm going to put little boxes. Okay, the short side is 12. What will this left side be right here without doing anything? Parallelogram. I don't have to do any math yet. What should this one be? 12. Same size. Should be 12. Okay, now this is where the perimeter comes in to help us. If the perimeter is 68, but I know my two sides are 12s, minus 24. That leaves me with 44 left for how many sides? Good job. How did you get 22? Right, now we're gonna throw more letters at you. Find the missing side lengths. I'm gonna use my highlighter. It says F to D is 13.8. F to D. That is a full diagonal. Goes all the way from corner to corner. What is H to D? H to D. Is H to D the full distance across? No. It's only half of it. So I'm going to take the 13.8 and cut it in half. 13.8 cut in half is 6.9. They give us e to x. E to x. It's only half the distance. They want us to find e to g. E to g. How am I going to find e to g?
$37.
18.5 times. F to A is 15. What will A to D equal? A to D.
Wait.
That's different.
It'd be 15.
It'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
15. Don't even have to do anything on that one. That's the next one. V to Y.
It's the same thing.
V to Y. It's the same thing again.
So,
Yep. Alright, example 7. I am given this length and this length, and I need to solve for x. What do you think we're going to do with the 2x plus 3? Yep. 2x plus 3 equals 4x minus 3. What do you want to add or subtract first? Add 3?
Is that an 8 or a 3? I'm sorry.
3's.
3s.
I know, they're really blurry. They're way better on the assignment. Alright, I moved the 3 over, which made the 6. Now what do I need to move? Subtract 2x. Divide by 2, and we get that x is equal to 3. That's done. This is my favorite one. What will x equal? 6. Don't even have to solve it. Alright, turn the page. Once you have that written down, turn the page. Find the measure indicated in the parallelogram. It says that E to W is x plus 13, and W to G is 2x plus 13. How are they related? How is that little blue section related to the orange section? Same length, which means I take these two and I set them equal. Minus 13. That makes a 0. Minus the x. X is 0.
Wait, what about the 2?
What?
The 2 that's right there.
Here? 2, take away the 1x, makes a 1x.
Oh. Oh.
So 2 minus 1 just becomes an x equals 0. It then asks you for E to G. What is the length from E to G? So I'm going to plug 0 in. What's 0 plus 13? 13, which means this orange one is also a 13, which the total would be 26. CH is 12x. HE is 13x minus 2. That means they're the same distance. We set them equal. I'm going to get this 13x over with the 12x. Twelve minus 13 leaves a negative 1. Then we divide. Bless you. X is a 2. Which means when I plug a 2 in, 12 times 2 is 24, which means this orange one is 24, and the full would be 48. Let's see what it wants though. C to E. Okay, you are good. It wants the full. 48. S to B is 2x plus 23. S to Q is 2x plus 46. Those do not match. You have two options. This little blue one I can times by 2, so it's the same size. Or I can take this orange one and cut it in half. What do you want to do? Both. Cut in half? Okay, let's take the orange one. What is the orange one cut in half so it'll become the same size as the blue?
1x plus
1x plus what?
23.
Good job. Now I can say it equals the blue one. I am going to, let's see, minus the 23. You okay?
Yep.
Then minus the 1x. 0 is equal to x. It wants to know what s to q equals. What happens when I plug in a 0 to the orange one? It will equal 46. mx mk. When I look at this orange one and I try and cut it in half, what will 23 do when you cut it in half?
Decimal.
Are you okay with decimals? We can use decimals. You can totally do it. Decimals are completely fine. You do it the same way, just have decimals to work with. If that bugs you, what do you do to the blue one then? Double it. Won't have decimals. $12 doubled is 24x. -1 doubled is -2. I just made that blue one the same size as the orange. (24 minus 23 leaves 1x). Add the 2. They want to know what m to k equals.
Doesn't matter which one we plug it into.
It does matter which one you plug it into, because if you plug into this blue one, you then have to just double it. They want that full distance across. So, personally, I would just plug it into the one that's already all the way across, which is the, 23x minus 1. 22. T to U. T to V. S to U. They are the same size, so we set them equal. I'm going to minus the 2x, because then 3 minus 2 becomes a 1. X is an 8. They ask you what t to v equals. I would just plug it in to t to v. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 minus 1 equals 15. This one's the exact same. Are you okay skipping it?
No.
What?
I'm not very.
T to V. U to W. Same lengths, which means I don't have to double, I don't have to cut in half, I just set them equal.
So when do you have to, when the side lengths are not equal, you have to double it?
Yep.
And that's tough. Okay, then we don't really need to do this.
You're good. If you want to start on your homework, you can. T to V. 11 minus 1 equals 10. Alright, open up your assignments. Let me know if you have questions.